I'm going to give you 5 teams. You tell me yes or no. Are they in the playoffs? Now, these are teams that did not make the playoffs last year, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Oakland Raiders.
No.
No. Wow. Okay. Oakland Raiders, no. Jacksonville Jaguars.
No.
Atlanta Falcons.
No.
Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Yes.
Oh, and let's say the Indianapolis Colts.
No.
All right, then I'm going to ask you 2 more. The New York Giants.
No.
New York Jets.
No.
Wow, he went strong.
Well, I'll tell you what. I mean, usually there's about 5 or 6 new teams that make it to the playoffs, Coach.
I like your Tampa pick. I mean, I think Tampa's one of those teams to watch out for this year. I'm surprised you didn't say the Raiders out of everybody because the Raiders.
Yeah, the Raiders have a chance. That's a really tough division. I'm just telling you. I mean, and listen, they've gotten better. I like Kansas City. I still like. I mean, I think they're a team that you have to really look at. I like Denver, and I mean, San Diego. If they can get some pass rush, I still think Phillip Rivers and has got something to prove. But Oakland's going to. It's just hard for me to think that 3 teams could come out of the AFC West, which is a distinct possibility. But I think again the other team that could be in there is Cincinnati and Baltimore. So I mean, you're looking at Oakland, Cincinnati, Baltimore. In my mind. Fighting for 2 of those playoff spots.
Yeah, I think that makes a lot of sense.
I say Jacksonville because for some reason people think with those 2 wide receivers with Blake Bortles now and with all the influence that they have on defense, they signed Malik Jackson in the offseason. They are kind of like the Giants. They spent a lot of money in the offseason. They've been building and building and building. And I know it's a team that gets no love from anywhere.
Right.
And I think their schedule probably has a lot to do with that, the fact that they play over in London a couple times. I mean, this sooner or later, one of these teams has got to come out of the dregs of the NFL and make it.
Yeah, listen, I will say this. They have probably as good as skilled people, even when you look at the defensive side, as anybody, what they've done. My question, again, goes back right up front at that offensive line and defensive line. Are they tough? Is this a tough football team? Now, the one thing I'll say in that division, maybe they can get away with it. Tennessee, I think, is going to be a better football team. Yes. I was down there, actually saw them in training camp. I love Marcus Mariota. I love what they did with getting Derrick Henry and DeMarcus Murray. I know what Mike Mularkey's going to do down there. He's going to take a lot of pressure off that defense, and that's the question mark you have in Tennessee is particularly that secondary.
Yes.
Can they cover people? But I think that offense is going to be very, very dynamic. This kid Taj Sharp has looked very, very impressive in the preseason, and so again. That division, there's 4 good young quarterbacks, but I think the biggest questions on all those are going to be the offensive and defensive lines. Which one can kind of stand up and take control of that division?